Hi folks, I'm just chilling at home with Max the dog. He's gonna watch me give this dev video. Um, I'm working on bugs mostly this week. I fractured this finger. It hurts when I tap it into things, which makes it really inconvenient to type because typing is just tapping constantly. You heard it here, folks. Yeah, so this week I'm mostly dealing with bugs, me and my claw hand, just because there's a couple that are outstanding. There's a couple of levels which for 2 minutes of work aren't playable and could be playable, a couple things like that. I'd really like to do something with the controls. I feel like air sword, double jump, the controls, the little thin black lines that some people suffer, which are a graphics glitch to do with the animation system. There's a couple of systems which I've written since starting ESJ2. They're ESJ2 unique systems. The air sword was not in ESJ1, the double jump explosion was not in ESJ1, etc. Or they're new systems like the controls because controller and Steam APIs have updated since ESJ came out, and so they needed to be rewritten because they decay over time, basically. And so these are systems that I have written, but they're not 100%ed. So 100% is nothing left to do. And so all of these systems have something left to do. So I'd really like to, this week, honestly, if I could 100% one of these systems, that would be excellent. If I could do two, that would be amazing. If I can do one plus a little bit of something else, that would also be great. But 100%ing takes way more time than writing a thing, like making it so the controls kind of work, or mostly work, but don't work perfectly. Yeah, takes a couple of days. Making it so the controls work perfectly takes 2 weeks maybe, because that's life, right? This is why I laugh when someone comes up to me and says, "Oh, my game's 90% done." I'm like, that's great. 100%ing that game is going to take a ridiculous amount of time. Think of 90% as, in fact, because that's it mostly working. I assume something mostly working is about a quarter of the time for it being perfectly working. I also might work on a boss. I have a really cool idea for a boss. I've been playing a lot of Cuphead. I apologize right now if it's kind of Cuphead-esque. I really like the oh god, the word's gone right out of my head. The boost, the pink things that you jump near and then you have to jump again. It's very similar to ESJ2's double jump explosion. And I really like how they use those in boss fights where they just, some of the boss's attacks are pink objects and you can use them. And that means you're not just totally avoiding the boss attack. You're not just, oh, this area of the screen's bad. You're like, oh, this area of the screen's bad and there's one tiny good thing in it, which if I'm really clever, I can dive in, get, and dive out, which I really like. So, I'm going to kind of play around with that concept in an ESJ boss. I'm kind of thinking a giant frog that shoots, you know, ninja stars, and then one of them is a heart. And you have to kill the boss by killing the hearts using your double jump explosion. I don't know. So I might play with that as well. So bugs and maybe a boss fight is kind of what's on the schedule for the next week or two. Other than that, just continuing to grind on ESJ2. The first world's coming together really, really nicely. It's mostly done except for the crazy bits and a lot of polish, because a lot of those levels just need like work, lots of work on top of that. I got some exciting news with the music coming up in a few weeks, so that'll be good. We're almost done sending out the physical postcards, and I have the first printing of the first poster ready to go out month after. Yeah, so November will be the last postcard, and I'm almost certain, and that means December, Christmas, will be the first poster, so that'll be interesting. And I have 2 other posters coming up after that, and then we'll see. I'm not sure what the physical goods will be beyond that point. I'll have to work it out. Yeah, awesome. Thanks everybody for supporting. You'll see in the Discord, if you're not in the Discord, absolutely come join us, how the frog boss and or the bug fixes go. If you do find any bugs, please post in the Discord or hit me up on Twitter, because I want to know, even if I don't fix them immediately, they all go on a list so that they will be fixed eventually. And as always, thanks for supporting. See you guys.